Morning, Mananda. Today I am going to discuss about the problems that will be related to the testing of a DC motor. Okay, in the previous class, we already discussed about the Swinburne's test and direct loading testing, and we do the some problems that will be related to the speed control and also the losses. Okay, now in the present class, we discuss about the problems that will be related to the Swinburne's test on a DC motor. Okay, how the Swinburne's test will be conducted and which parameters we will be find out by using this Swinburne's test. Okay, that all will be determined. Okay, what is meant by the Swinburne's test? Why we are conducting that test? Okay, we determine the efficiency of a DC mission. Okay, when the mode it is act as a generator. Okay, what is the efficiency for that mission? And at when we are running as the motor, what is the efficiency for that mission? Okay, that all will be calculated by using the Swinburne's test. Okay, how we will conduct the Swinburne's test? Okay, first of all, apply the voltage to the field winding. Okay, then automatically by varying the rheostat, okay, we adjust the speeds. Okay, then the motor attains the rated speed and note down the readings for both ammeters of field winding and the armature, and also the note down the voltage value and speed. Okay, and then we determining the efficiency. Okay, this type of method is known as the no load test. Okay, this type of test is called as the no load test. Okay, without applying the load, okay, we determining the efficiency is known as the Swinburne's test. Okay, is known as predetermination of efficiency. Okay, by using the Swinburne's test, we predetermining the efficiency. Okay, what is meant by the predetermination word? Okay, predetermination means the without applying the load. Okay, without applying the load, we determining the efficiency. Okay, it is known as the predetermine the efficiency. Okay, in this test, okay, there is no apply of any load to the motor. Okay, only we switch on the motor and then note down all the readings for that voltmeter and ammeter values. Okay, then this kind of method is called as the no load test and predetermining the efficiency. Okay, without applying the load, we determining the efficiency. Okay, that's why it is called as the predetermining the efficiency. Okay, that is the main operation of a Swinburne's test. Okay, what are the main advantages are there in the case of a Swinburne's test means? Okay, it consumes less power. Okay, by conducting this test, okay, we consume the less power. Why? Because without applying the load, we are determining the efficiency. Only we just switch on the supply and then motor attains the rated speed and then note down the readings. Only we are taking one reading. Okay, therefore it draws the very less power. Okay, when the motor draws the very less power for conducting this test, okay, then the power consumption for this test is very less when compared to the direct load testing. Okay, what is the difference between the direct load test and the Swinburne's test means? Okay, in the direct load test, we will directly apply the load on the motor and then calculate the efficiency for each and every loads. Okay, but in this case, okay, we are assuming that loads, okay, that is half load or full load, we are assuming the loads. Okay, and then we determining the efficiency as a motor and as a generator. Okay, that is the difference between the Swinburne's test and the no load test. First, coming to the how we will calculate the efficiency by using this Swinburne's test. Okay, first of all, okay, this is the given data. Okay, 220 volts DC shunt motor. Okay, this is the 1220 volts to 220 volts DC shunt motor. Okay, this is the DC shunt motor. The Swinburne's test is conducted to the DC shunt motor. Why? Because we are conducting the Swinburne's test, we are determining the efficiency. Okay, we are determining the efficiency. Okay, voltage is equal to the 220 volts and armature field resistance, that is RA. Okay, the armature field resistance is 0.8 ohms. Armature field resistance is 0.8 ohms and shunt field resistance is 2 ohms. Okay, during the Swinburne's test, the current drawn from the supply is 2.5 amperes. Okay, therefore, IA current is equal to the 2.5 amperes. Okay, next estimate the efficiency. Okay, what is the efficiency of a machine? Okay, first of all, when it is running as a motor, okay, running as a motor, the line current and the voltage, and we determining the efficiency. Okay, second bit is when running as the generator. Okay, if the machine is running as the generator, okay, then it gives the current and the voltage, and what is the efficiency by using this Swinburne test. Okay, we determining. Okay, this is the given data and this is the finding terms. First of all, we calculate the constant losses. Okay, first of all, we calculate the constant losses. Okay, what is the formula for constant losses? That is WC. Okay, constant losses is equal to the WC. Okay, the formula for constant losses is the formula for constant losses is, that is WC. WC is equal to VI naught minus IA square RA. Okay, VI naught minus IA square RA. Okay, therefore, IA is equal to, in the case of a shunt motor, okay, what is the armature current? First of all, what is meant by shunt motor? The shunt field winding is connected in parallel to the armature. Okay, this is the armature of a shunt motor, and this is the load current, applied voltage, and this is the load current IL, and this is the current flowing through the motor, that is IA, and this is the current flowing through the shunt field winding, that is ISH. Okay, that is ISH. Okay, then we write down the formula for armature current, that is IA. Okay, therefore, IA is equal to IL minus ISH. Okay, this is the no load test. Therefore, IL is equal to I naught. Okay, therefore, IL is equal to I naught. Okay, what is the current formula? That is IL. Okay, therefore, IL is equal to IA plus ISH. Okay, therefore, IL is equal to IA plus ISH. Okay, by using this formula, okay, we write down the armature current, that is IA. Okay, therefore, IA is equal to IL minus ISH. Okay, then substitute IA is equal to IL is equal to I naught. Okay, it is no load test. Okay, that's why IL is equal to I naught. Okay, therefore, I naught minus ISH whole square into RA. Okay, therefore the constant losses, that is WC. Okay, WC is equal to V I naught minus IA square RA. Okay, what is the formula for IA? IA is equal to I naught minus ISH whole square. Okay, and then we substitute all the values in this formula. Okay, where WC is the constant losses and V is the voltage. V is the voltage. Okay, what is the voltage? That is 220 volts. Okay, 220 into I naught. IA is equal to I naught. I naught is equal to 40 amperes. Okay, line current, that is I naught. I naught is equal to 40 amperes. Okay, 40 minus I naught is 40 minus ISH is 2.5 whole square into RA is armature resistance, that is 0.8. Okay, therefore RA is 0.8. Okay, RA is 0.8. Okay, next we determining the efficiency when running as a motor input. Okay, what is the efficiency from? How we will calculate the efficiency? Okay, what is the formula for efficiency? Therefore, efficiency is equal to. So, what is the formula for efficiency? If any machine or a motor, okay, the formula for efficiency is equal to output by input. Okay, output by input. Okay, what is the input for a DC motor? That is, therefore, input is equal to V into I. Okay, what is the input for DC motor? That is, input is equal to V into I. Okay, what is the output? Output is equal to input minus losses. Okay, therefore, output equal to input minus losses. Okay, what are the losses are there in the case of a DC motor? Okay, constant losses and copper losses. Therefore, what is the formula for constant losses? That is WC. Okay, constant losses is WC plus armature copper losses. Okay, what is the formula for armature copper losses? That is IA square RA. Okay, what is the formula for armature copper losses? That is IA square into RA. Okay, this is the constant losses and this is the armature copper losses. Okay, first we determining the constant losses, that is WC. Okay, therefore WC is equal to 220 into 40 minus 40 minus 2.5 whole square into 0.8. Okay, this is the constant losses. Okay, this is the constant losses. Okay, therefore WC is the constant losses plus IA square RA. Okay, what is the value for IA? IA equal to I naught minus ISH whole square. From this equation, IA is equal to I naught minus ISH. Okay, what is the value for I naught? 40 minus ISH is 2.5. Okay, ISH is 2.5. Therefore, armature copper losses is equal to IA square into RA. That is equal to I naught minus ISH whole square into RA. Okay, this is the armature copper losses and this is the constant losses. Okay, what is the formula for total losses? Therefore, total losses is equal to WC plus armature copper losses. Okay, therefore, total losses is equal to WC plus armature copper losses. Okay, what is the WC? That is constant losses. Okay, what is WC? That is constant losses plus armature copper losses is IA square RA. Okay, this is the armature copper losses. Okay, after calculating the total losses, then we determining the efficiency of a motor. Okay, what is the formula for efficiency? That is input minus losses by input. Okay, input minus losses by input. Okay, what is the input? V into I is the input, and what are the losses? That is total losses. Okay, that is total losses. Okay, therefore total losses is equal to WC plus armature copper losses. Okay, input is V into I, that is 220 into 40 minus total losses is WC plus armature copper losses. Therefore, total losses is equal to WC plus constant losses plus armature copper losses. Okay, what is the constant losses? V I naught minus ISH whole square into RA is the constant losses. Okay, first of all, what is the formula for efficiency? Therefore, efficiency is equal to output by input. Okay, efficiency is equal to output by input. Therefore, the efficiency of a motor. Okay, what is the formula? Output is equal to, okay, we know the input, that is V into I naught or the IL. Okay, therefore output is equal to input minus losses. Okay, input minus losses. What are the losses are there? We are having the mainly two types of losses. Okay, that is armature copper losses, armature copper losses, plus shunt field copper losses. Armature copper losses plus shunt field copper losses plus constant losses. Okay, what is the formula for constant losses? Iron losses plus mechanical losses. Okay, mathematically, the formula for constant losses is WC. Okay, therefore WC is equal to V I naught minus ISH whole square into RA. Okay, I naught minus ISH whole square into RA. Okay, this is the formula for constant losses, WC. Okay, then substitute in the total losses formula. Okay, what is the formula for total losses? Therefore, total losses is equal to WC plus armature copper losses. Okay, what is the WC value? That is 220 into 40 minus 2.5 whole square into 0.8. Okay, this is the WC, that is the constant losses, plus armature copper losses is IA square RA, where IA is the I naught minus ISH whole square into RA. Why? Because we are considering as IA is equal to I naught minus ISH in the shunt motor. Okay, this is the shunt motor. The shunt field winding is connected in parallel to the armature. Okay, then it is called as the DC shunt motor. Okay, this is the armature and this is the field winding. Okay, in that we are applying the voltage, that is V. Okay, due to that voltage, IL current is flowing to the armature. Okay, at this point, the current is divided into two ways, that is armature current IA and the shunt field current ISH. Okay, and the shunt field current ISH. Therefore, write down the formula for IA. Okay, therefore IA is equal to IL minus ISH. Okay, it is no load. That means IL is equal to I naught. Okay, therefore it is I naught minus ISH whole square into RA. I naught minus ISH whole square into RA. Okay, RA is the armature resistance. Okay, RA is the armature resistance. Okay, next coming to the efficiency. Okay, what is the formula for efficiency of a motor? That is input minus losses by input. Okay, what is the input? That is V into I, 220 into 40. Okay, 220 into 40 minus total losses is WC plus armature copper losses. Armature copper losses. Okay, therefore armature copper losses is IA square RA, WC is V into I naught minus ISH whole square into RA. Okay, this is the efficiency of a motor. Okay, similarly, we calculate the efficiency as a generator. Okay, what is the formula for efficiency of a generator? Okay, generator is also output by input. Okay, the formula for generator efficiency is output by input. Okay, output by input. Okay, what is the formula for output? Okay, we know the output of a DC generator, that is electrical power, that is V into I. Okay, in the case of a generator, the output is known. Okay, that is electrical power. V into I naught is the output. Okay, then we determining the input. Okay, then we determining the input. What is the input formula? Output plus losses. Okay, what is the input formula? Output plus losses. Okay, what is the formula for losses? Constant losses plus armature copper losses. Okay, what is the constant losses? That is WC plus armature copper losses. Armature copper losses. Okay, what is the formula for WC? Okay, that already calculated. That is V I naught minus ISH whole square. Okay, I naught minus ISH whole square into RA. Okay, into RA. Okay, this is the WC, that is constant losses. Next, what is the armature copper losses? Okay, in the case of a DC generator, okay, what is the formula? First, we draw the DC shunt generator. Okay, this is the field winding of the DC shunt. This is generator armature of a DC generator. And this is the load. And this is the load. Okay, in the generator, EG is developed. Okay, in the case of generator, EG is developed. Okay, due to that EG, current is produced in the armature. Okay, it is denoted as IA. Okay, therefore, this current is divided into two currents. Okay, at this point, this IA current is divided into IL and ISH. IA current is divided into two currents, that is IL and the ISH. Okay, what is the formula for armature current in the case of a generator. Okay, that is IA. Okay, what is the formula for IA? IA is equal to IL plus ISH. Okay, therefore, IA is the armature current. Armature current is equal to IL plus ISH. Okay, IL, it is the no load test. Okay, then it is the no load test. Then IL is equal to the I naught. Then IL is equal to I naught plus ISH. IL is equal to I naught plus ISH. Okay, this is the armature current IA. Therefore, IA is equal to I naught plus ISH. Okay, where I naught is the 40 amperes and ISH is the 2.5. Okay, this is the IA. Okay, then we calculate the armature copper losses in the case of a DC generator. Then we calculate the armature copper losses in DC generator is equal to, so what is the formula for armature copper losses? That is IA square into RA. Okay, that is IA square into RA. Okay, therefore armature copper losses is equal to IA square RA. Okay, what is the formula for armature current in the case of a DC generator? That is IA. Okay, IA is equal to I naught plus ISH. Okay, therefore substitute IA is equal to IA is equal to I naught plus ISH whole square into RA. Okay, then substitute IA is equal to I naught plus ISH into RA. Okay, this is the armature copper losses. Okay, after calculating the armature copper losses and constant losses, okay, and then we determining the total losses in the case of a DC generator. Okay, what is the formula for total losses? That is WC plus armature copper losses. Okay, what is the armature copper losses formula? I naught plus ISH whole square into RA plus constant losses is same for both the generator and the motor. Okay, both are same for both the generator and the motor. Okay, therefore total losses is WC plus armature copper losses, and then we calculate the efficiency of a DC generator. Efficiency of a DC generator. Okay, what is the formula for efficiency? Efficiency is equal to output by input. Okay, output by input. Okay, in the case of a DC generator, we know the output, that is electrical energy, electrical power. Okay, therefore output is equal to V into I naught by input equal to output plus losses. Input equal to output plus losses. Okay, this is the formula for determining the, okay, this is the formula for determining the efficiency as a motor and as a generator. Okay, first of all, what is meant by Simmons test? Okay, it is the indirect test. Okay, without applying the load, we determining the efficiency. Okay, then this type of determining the efficiency method is known as the predetermining the efficiency. Okay, understand ma? Predetermining the efficiency. Okay, by using this Wimborne's test, we determining the efficiency then as a motor and as a generator at full load, half load, and 3/4 load we easily calculated. Okay, what is the main advantage for the usage of this Wimborne test for predetermination of efficiency? Okay, it consumes the less power. For small rating of motors, okay, we are using this type of testing methods, but it does not use the accurate results when compared to the direct load testing. Okay, in the case of a direct load testing, okay, we obtain the accurate results. But in this case, we does not obtain the accurate results. Okay, we does not obtain the accurate results. Why? Because it does not obtain the accurate results means without applying the load, we predetermining the efficiency. Okay, that is the main reason for it does not obtain the accurate results. Okay, it is the Wimborne's test. Okay, it is the indirect test. Okay, by using this Wimborne test, okay, we determining the efficiency of a motor and also generator for half load and full load and 3/4 load easily. Okay, this is the Wimborne's test method. Calculations are the Wimborne's test predetermining efficiency calculations as a motor and as a generator. Okay, by using this type of Wimborne's test, okay, first we calculate the constant losses. Okay, after that we are calculating the as a motor for input voltage and we are calculating the total losses. Okay, what is the formula for total losses? Armature copper losses plus constant losses. Okay, normally how many types of losses are there in the case of a motor or a generator? Okay, we are having the 3 types of losses, that is mechanical losses, okay, electrical losses, and friction and windage losses. Okay, in this losses, okay, we are considering as the constant losses and the variable losses. Okay, what are the variable losses? Shunt field copper losses are the variable, armature copper losses are the variable losses. Okay, therefore we are calculating the IA square RA. Okay, and then we calculate the constant losses, that is WC. Iron losses and frictional losses are the constant losses. Okay, that will be calculated for the using of constant losses formula, that is WC. Okay, what is the formula for constant losses? That is WC VI naught minus IA square into RA. Okay, this is the formula. This is the formula for constant losses. After calculating the losses, okay, we determining the efficiency as a motor and as a generator easily.